This is what I've got today. It's the Raymon Trailray 170. Yamaha based e-bike, 170 mils of travel on the front, 160 on the rear. Yamaha PW-X3 motor, 720 watt hour battery. We've got Schwalbe hand stamped tyre, full aluminium frame. Got Suntour suspension front and rear, which is a new one. I haven't tested that, well, not any recent ones. Got Magura MT5 brakes. Oh, the 200mm discs front and rear. Reasonable wheels for the price range. Pricing of this is $4,780 or 4,700 euro, something like that. Good, you've got a dropper post on it, dual shifting, Yamaha display. All in all, it's actually quite a good package for the price, I have to say. But what's interesting at this price range is the geometry. You sit on this is the L size. It feels really good. Anyway, more exciting for me is the Yamaha motor. Bike at this price with that sort of high-end ride feel, but with a quality motor. Yeah, the motor on the climb. Really interesting. Anyway, so first we did a climb, and this is the climb. Okay, the dual shifting's a bit flaky. Got to be really precise with your control on the shifter. The motor's nice. Here we go, Yamaha. I've got it in super power mode. Almost too much. Let's put it down a bit. Really takes on the rocks really well. Stable. Even on the text gap left. Motor's pushing so good. Very smooth. Shifting's a little bit but not bad. Oh, that's better. Look at that. Flying up there. There's no grip from the tyres. That's what I'm missing. Interesting. The Yamaha motor is incredibly smooth. Keeps pushing till 25. Feels like it peaks and stays there without lumping over the limit. You don't surge. Nice. Yeah, Yamaha make good motors, there's no doubt. On the market more. Come on, Yamaha. Get back at it. The ride feel is geometry indistinguishable from a high-end bike. Interesting. Right, let's have a chat about the bike. We're about to do a descent and figure out how this thing feels. On the climb, I was quite impressed with the Yamaha motor. The power modes are very smooth. It's got about 6 options on the power settings here on this display here. So we've got off, eco plus, eco, standard, high, and high extra power. Good. Yamaha is quite a closed lockdown system, so you can't vary it. But it's super reliable. I've heard from bike producers that if they do a back-to-back with other motor brands, Yamaha always comes out as the one giving the least amount of problems when it comes to reliability on warranties, etc. So that's definitely something to consider. Forgot to mention the motor comes with 250 watts of power and 85 newton meters of torque. The battery is 720 watt hours. Okay, let's have some fun. Trail conditions are kind of perfect today. Oof. Oh, it's hard to pull up the front on that, but never mind. Oop. Oh, suspension works quite well. Nice. Settings are good. Remember, this is a heavy bike. It's a little rattly. Not super light, but it's okay. Very planted with this weight. It's outstanding today, actually, so these tyres work quite well. Motor's quiet, smooth. Ooh, a bit of mud. Tyres a little slippy in that mud. Yeah, it's a little rattly, I have to say. Ooh, rubbed my ass on the rear wheel as well, 29ers. With my riding style, that's what happens. The bike rolls. It's quite stable there over that drop. Finding the body position feels good. It's easy to find the body position, not hunting for it. Geometry's top notch, I have to say. Really feels good. They built a good bike. Let's try this drop. Hup. Not too bad. It eats the landings. You can't even feel it. I'm impressed. Okay, shifting is not perfect with a Dior system, obviously cheaper end shifting components, but the brakes are good. That's more important. Whoa, that was fun. Ooh, nice. This bike is stable. Up through the mud pile. That was impressive. Right, considering the price of this bike and sort of the snobby riders out there might look down on it a bit. Suspension Suntour. It's got a quality motor and it really feels good. Yeah, Yamaha, you've got a good motor. There's nothing core of this bike, and yeah, it's a great system. I love it. Functions really well, that motor. I'm actually impressed with that. really. Fundamentally, for me, first ride. I mean, this is just a first ride review. It's nothing, you know, crazy. I'm going to get into more detail, which you'll find on motor.it, where I get into the real sort of meat and bones of this bike. That motor uphill was smooth. There's no doubt Yamaha do a good, smooth motor. It's a shame that they're not more present in the market, because how that feels is really good. I'm really impressed. Loads of power, loads what you need. The right amount of torque and power in the right way. It's not uncontrolled. And in fact, what I noticed actually, which is very interesting, when you get to the 25km/h limit, or 32 in the States, you don't sit there bumping into it. It's very smooth the way it tapers off against it, and that's impressive actually. But obviously limit uphill, yeah, I'm making a limit uphill as well, so it's got enough oomph to get you going. They fitted Magura MT5 brakes, which are good quality brakes, and they have put a derailleur, so they've spent money on the brakes rather than the derailleur. For me, that's one of my favourite things for people to do. I would say though that this derailleur does feel like it's a little misshifty. I don't know if it's the cable needs adjusting, but rattles a little bit. But you know, I've got the tension on. I have to have a look at that before I do the proper ride review. Raymon have done for a I mean, look, it's heavy. Okay, I could feel that, but it means it's very planted. That extra weight was surprising, and the rear suspension, it works quite well. I am surprised. I didn't even bottom it out properly. So the shock tune is good. It feels like it takes those big impacts well. It's quite progressive, obviously. And the front suspension, surprisingly good. I'm impressed. And the way it works together, surprisingly good. 720 watt hour battery, which is hidden here in the down tube. And that pops off like that. And there we've got a Trend power. So it's not a Yamaha battery. It's a Trend one, but it's 720 watt hours. So Yamaha allow a bigger battery to be used from another brand, which Bosch don't allow, DJI don't allow, so you can get the right kind of battery that you want. It's also quite slim in design actually. Weak points on this feel like me, the tyres, honestly. They're 2.4, but they feel a bit too, they've got tubes in them. They're not as I'd like. We've got a hand stamp on the rear, we've got a Magic Mary on the front. Maybe the pressure's a bit high. I need to drop the pressure a bit for the next ride for sure. Shimano shifting is quicker than SRAM though, but it doesn't have that chain stability that SRAM has. Maneuverability is pretty good. Bike wants to fly, I have to say. It does want to go fast. Helps with this motor for sure. Response is smooth, considering it's a less used motor. Very impressive. Brakes are perfect. I mean, look, come on. Finally, a bike company with a lower end bike with good brakes fitted. Not riding too fast, but a bit tired today. Other points to mention. First of all, we've got good geometry. I'm really impressed actually. The geometry is fantastic. It's what I would hope good geometry would be, and it's on a entry or just above entry level price bike, and that is fantastic. You've got a lot of space on there, a lot of stability gained from a nice open front end. The front center, the rear center feel long enough to give you a long wheelbase, nice load of stability, and I think you need that long wheelbase when it comes to a heavier weight bike, because this is definitely a heavier bike. It's 27 kilos, which is, you know, it's a heavy bike, obviously because it's full aluminium, lower end components, but seriously, it's stable, and that's important. Sometimes when you ride the lower end bikes, you feel like, oh, this is struggling to do this and this, but honestly, this thing doesn't struggle to do anything. It's a little noisy, cables rattling in the frame. They can probably be put in position better. And the rear derailleur is not perfect. It's a Dior derailleur. I do find it sort of rattling around a bit. Can adjust that though, so I might take the casing off the derailleur and adjust the tension. As I said, brakes, fantastic. Suspension feeling is really good, I have to say. It really absorbs the big hits really well. It's very progressive. I'm very impressed actually. So I wasn't expecting the bike to feel like that on the drop. Doesn't give you any jolt or anything, any weird feeling back. It really absorbs and eats it all. Obviously 170mm travel gives you a better feeling through the travel of the fork. It feels like the suspension matches the weight of the bike, and that's important. So overall then, I think value for money, quality of ride, and component choice. So quality motor, good brakes, reasonable derailleur, simple other components but functional. Anyway, we're going to have a more in-depth test on this on motor.it, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks everyone, bye.